So I'm starting here to strip the drive shaft out. I've got hair. But I've just taken the wheel nut off. Now I've tried to fit hub extenders to these and they won't fit. And when I think about it, it's probably because with these being a clone of an American car, and I've tried the hub extenders on the actual Slash as well, and the standard hub extenders don't fit. So I'm assuming that these are either beefed up for some reason or could well be Imperial, so I'll need a specific hub extender for them. So I'll have a little route about on the internet a bit later and see where we go with that. So I've taken the wheel off and the little nylon hex that comes with it, and we can see that even from the factory, you know, this comes shimmed. I'm not sure it's shimmed enough. There certainly wasn't much wheel wobble, but you know, we'll have a look at shimming on another day. So I'm going to obviously disconnect the top turnbuckle, adjust the wheel camber, and there is inside here, just under this side here, there is either a pin or I'm assuming a threaded rod with an Allen head that attaches the cup to the diff, and obviously we'll then be following this procedure through on the Slash as well. I'm not quite sure how that works on the Slash, to be honest. I'll probably have to have a look at the instructions. I'm new, other than a TRX1 many years ago, I'm new to the Slash. It looks a little bit different. I don't know, could be the same, could just be me that's got it wrong. Maybe there isn't a pin in the Remo Hobby, but I could have sworn I'd seen one somewhere, but maybe not. But anyway, I'll do a little bit more work and we'll have another look. So I've done what no man ever does, which is look at the instructions, and just try and get that in the light. You can see that I've lost it now. There we go. This one here, yeah, it's a pin with an Allen screw on that goes down, goes through this cup, holds it into the hub, which as you can see in another picture, just give me 1 second. This one here, you can see there's a hole from left to right for that pin to go through. So I think we can assume the Slash will be the same as the drive shafts are totally compatible. So I've removed the top turnbuckle arm. It enables me to pull this here. I've taken the pin out and the shim off, and we should be able to just push this out now, which we can. So there we go, that's this piece off. So all that remains now is to there it is, there's the little threaded shaft with the Allen key in. Well, that came off real easy, and you can quite clearly see the mounting hole to the diff output shaft now. Obviously I'll give it a little clean round there whilst I've got it off. Get a bit of silicone on the gearbox, nourish the plastic. So we've put the clone parts to one side and brought the Slash directly onto the bench, onto the work mat. So we're just going to be following the same procedure again. I'm going to take this pin out, which looks like it's really wedged in. Might have to get a little hammer out, or I might try the other side if it's easier. And obviously we'll be disconnecting the turnbuckle, removing the pin in here, and then it's reverse procedure to fit the Traxxas two-wheel drive CVD drive shaft, constant velocity drive, to the Remo Hobby. I say this is two-wheel drive to 4, but the two-wheel drive Slash and the four-wheel drive Slash and the clone share a lot of common parts. So this pin's been a little uncooperative, but it's been soaking for a while in some release oil. So we're just going to see if we can get it out with a little tap, or maybe a little work with some long nose pliers gently, bit of rag over it. Let's give it a go. So the pin's out with the long nose pliers. You can see there's a little bit of damage to it, a little bit of wear. Give it a little bit of wet and dry, or I might even throw it away. I've got hundreds of them. So we now can disconnect the Allen threaded rod here. There is a name for these bolts without a head on. but my poor memory doesn't serve. I'll Google it for you. So let's move forward and get this out, and then we can get it onto the clone. So we're just finishing taking the screw pin out. It's the same size Allen key as pinion, 1.5mm. And it's just strange, you know, all the screws on the Traxxas are metric, and yet this hub doesn't fit standard adapters. I wonder if it is an Imperial hangover. I'm going to have to Google that. And this apparently is a screw pin. So we'll just keep going. I think that may come out now. So there we go. So screw pin, as per the Traxxas manual. So it's a pin at one point, flat, and it's got thread on one end and a hex head Allen key at the other. So we have the CVD, constant velocity drive, or drive shaft, out of the Traxxas. Like I say, it's been much loved.